Hello, hello, hello.
Whoa!
Whoa, and welcome to this week's episode of Futon Talks. This week, as you know, we're covering a great one. Actually, it's a horrible one. It's called Batman and Robin. And my name is Josh, but I'm joined, as always, by the man who loves to kick ice, Christopher Midling.
Chill out. Chill out. The Iceman cometh.
Wow. Dude, this movie's awful.
Yeah, this is like one of the worst movies ever. Technically, this is the last one we need to watch because the other ones are Nolan films.
And we'll get to them.
And we'll get to them after...
Oh, maybe we should do those next. We've gotten the Prestige done.
We gotta do Insomnia, or Insomniac, or Memento.
We gotta do Memento and then Insomnia. Yeah, let's do Memento, Insomnia, and then we'll come back from it.
Yeah. But I guess we could technically rate these ones because... Right?
These are almost the more important Batmans.
Yeah.
In a way. I mean, they're so incredibly different. You know, maybe... I think we should definitely rate them so far as we have them.
Yeah.
I think we should do the other Batmans.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But like soon.
But not Affleck.
Not Affleck. I don't want to deal with that. Maybe in a year or two. But I think we need to get to them before I forget, before I repress these memories. You know?
Yeah,
before
because
my brain...
then you'll be like, is Nolan better than this?
Exactly. I need to see them next to each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So expect that in the coming weeks, but...
Yeah. Batman and Robin. Joel Schumacher.
1,000 feet up. Tell me what you think. 3 words.
I have who, what, and why.
I love it. My 3 words are more like bad man.
I thought you were going to say kill me now.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It is bad, perhaps. Kill me now. I didn't believe that it could be this bad.
It is strange because we've had a roller coaster. As you guys, if you've listened to our previous episodes, we've had a roller coaster of emotions because we went into these movies with preconceived notions of these are all bad, except for the first one. First one's supposed to be amazing, and then it goes downhill. But we had a dip, and then up, and then up, and then we somehow reached below, far, far below where Keaton was.
This movie is confusing because of that. It's like aggressively mediocre, you know?
Mediocre.
Like,
it is far...
aggressively bad. It's just...
It's lazy.
It's like... What it reminded me of, especially Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a theater kid.
No, it reminded me of...
What?
Agent Michael Scarn from The Office.
Yes.
Like that level of bad. Written by a 12-year-old.
Yeah, it's like kids wrote it and kids performed it. Like Uma Thurman. I didn't know she was such a horrible actress.
I never really liked Uma Thurman. Now I just really don't like her.
Dude, she's horrible. She's like, why do people make fun of Arnold? Like, yeah, Arnold's bad, but he's just being himself. Uma Thurman is like
Arnold's
offensively
trying.
Bad.
Yeah, she
talks like this.
It's definitely the director's fault.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of both. Horrible writing, horrible directing. I think Uma's a bad actress.
Yeah.
That was like my sister or like my cousin or like my nephew or, you know, like anybody could have done that.
I could have been a better Ivy.
I am a better Ivy. I don't understand.
What was the line? Hello, my pretty, pretty, pretty.
There are so many horrible... Like, I think the worst part of this movie is the script.
Yes.
Like, the acting is bad, but, like, there's some really wildly bad writing. In the other movies, it's so bad it's good. In this, it's just bad. It's just so bad. They say things like they're puns.
This is like a disgusting marriage of Adam West Batman and Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah.
But like Tim wasn't here, so Joel had to think like Tim.
I don't know, man. I will say, I'm just actually kind of disappointed.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed at Joel because of how good Batman Forever was.
Batman Forever was awesome.
And this was just terrible. Like, so, a little bit of backstory.
Yes.
They were, Warner Bros. Was so happy with how Forever did that they, like, just expedited how fast this was going to be made. They're like, we need this tomorrow, right? We need this yesterday.
Yes.
Joel, make another one. Val Kilmer couldn't do it because he had another movie.
That's why they switched?
Yeah. And for some reason, they couldn't wait. So, he lost out. We all lost out.
Everyone lost out. I can see Val's cute little smile again.
It took them, I think, like 7 months to film this.
Wow.
Not much to film.
No.
And it looked like it was all first takes.
Like, even the sets look bad.
Yeah.
Everything in this movie looks horrible.
And actually, one of the, who was it? It was one of the Baldwin brothers was supposed to be Batman.
Really?
Yeah. I think William was supposed to be the Batman. Couldn't do it. They got Clooney, who, by the way, worst Batman. worst Bruce,
fine.
For sure.
I don't... It's like he wasn't even in this movie. Like, this movie's not even about Batman.
This is like just...
It's just completely unfocused.
Yeah. I felt like George Clooney was like following an Adam West approach. That's what it felt like to me.
I feel like Batman was an audience member. Like, I don't feel like this movie had anything to do with Batman.
He had like no lines.
That's what I'm saying.
When he's Bruce, he's just like...
He just nods and smiles.
Nods and smiles at senile Alfred.
Alfred is the funniest part of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, his faces, which mean I'm in pain or I'm sad,
He's
are
dying.
hilarious.
Yeah. But they film the movie, they film it, and they get done 2 weeks ahead of time. Those 2 weeks could have done something. And then they did this, and it flopped. Obviously.
What a surprise.
But yeah, it's just... Joel.
Come on, Joel.
What were you doing?
Riding high.
He flew too close to the sun.
The worst scene.
The worst scene?
I've got some contenders.
It's the whole movie. I can't think of a good scene.
I can't either. Okay. And when I say I like, I mean I don't like.
I think that the whole ending sucks.
I think it's awful. Why has he let those guys dangle from a telescope for so long?
We don't even need to do a synopsis. What's there to say? It's so jumbled up.
This could just be an add-on to like a half episode. This movie is genuinely just unenjoyable. There's some funny parts,
but
they're
it's
not
funny
supposed to
in
be.
the way it's not supposed to be funny.
Like,
It's
I like
when Alfred cries.
Alfred crying is the best part. I think Batgirl is like really weird, and you feel gross watching it.
Yeah, there's some sexual tension between her and Alfred.
And like Bruce and Alfred. And like Robin and her. And like I don't like the way it zooms in on her like butt and crotch when she puts on the clothes and her
on
boobs.
Any of them.
Yes, it's like weird when it does it to them, but it's even weirder when it does it to her.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down. It's just
Joel.
like they're like a family. Like they talk about being a family a bunch.
Yeah.
And like the whole angle with Poison Ivy pitting Batman and Robin against each other, like
That's weird.
it's weird, and it didn't like they did not sell it in the slightest, you know. Oh, it's just this movie is overall just pretty awful.
Joel Schumacher is a terrible director. He only knows Dutch angles.
What's the deal with the
Every
Dutch angles,
shot
dude?
Is a Dutch angle.
It's ridiculous.
It's nauseating. Like it was actually giving me a headache. Especially when we pointed it out at the very beginning of the movie and then it just never stopped.
I think at least 70% of this movie is Dutch angles.
Unless people are talking, it's a Dutch angle.
It's crazy. What's going on? Why? I don't understand.
I mean, you just have... This is like a Fallout 4 situation for me.
Really?
Where Joel has taken what was, good or unique about Forever, and he's made it a caricature of itself.
Yeah.
Just like Bethesda did with Fallout 3 to 4.
Yes.
Where you have Mr. Freeze and his hockey goons.
I hate that.
Terrible. They play hockey with a diamond the size of a kneecap.
Big kneecap.
It's
like a 20-minute long scene.
It's a very, very long scene of them skating around, like in Michael Scarn.
70% of the budget went to that.
Yeah. You have them surfing out of the sky on metal doors.
This movie's so bad, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not laughing right now. I'm sad.
What else do you have?
Everything with Poison Ivy. She's horrible. Poison
Ivy is terrible. Her lines are awful.
I don't think there was even was there even a plant pun? Or did she would say things like, I've got time to kill.
It was like really bad Catwoman puns.
But it was like Catwoman's puns were
like
good.
Her puns.
They were ridiculous.
But you just take the cat part out and just don't replace anything with it. It's just like, time to die.
And they just say it like it's a joke.
Yeah.
But it's not a joke. It's just words. They're just saying their line.
Uh-huh.
It is... I never thought I'd feel this way about a Batman movie. Batman shouldn't be able to make me sad.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a good time. These movies are so bad, they hurt my feelings.
I think the best part was Arnold.
Yeah, and he sucks.
And he sucks. Like, yeah, he's terrible.
At least he tried, okay? At least he tried.
At least the puns kind of made sense.
At least he didn't make me really uncomfortable, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Ivy, really uncomfortable. Batgirl, somehow even more uncomfortable. And
yeah, she's always biting her lip around Alfred, and she's caressing his hair.
I'm gonna tuck you in. And what is this?
You sleep.
He's like, you better get to sleep, man. You sleep. It's like, okay.
I love how Alfred's family is just a bunch of butlers.
Why is he like Alfred so intent?
And Wilfred.
He really wants Wilfred to take over as the butler for these guys too.
Yeah, but
what's the deal?
Guilfred's the next one. Dalfred.
No. Balford is
Balford.
He's the black sheep of the family.
Clifford.
Oh my gosh. And I like that she goes to Oxbridge. I think that's the best part of the movie.
Oxbridge.
It's like Cambridge and oh my gosh. It's hilarious. Oxbridge is the funniest part. Also, what? Dude. The dirt biking scene. That happened.
That was so random.
And that's where the Dutch angles are most intense.
Yeah, for sure. It was because like they lead them to a bridge that's broken, but I can't tell from the Dutch angles if the bridge is actually tilted or just upright. But they are sliding for like years.
Like they're falling off a building.
Yeah.
Like they're just falling. I could not possibly tell you what happened during that scene. Because they had to cross the fire in the middle of the street to do the race. But there's no bridge.
Yeah.
It just ends. Where does the guy go afterwards? Did he trick him? Was that not the right way to go?
Why were they following him? Shouldn't there be a track?
People are busting out of windows, man.
And why did he bring back the ravers?
Why?
But he made them just like Borderlands ravers. Yeah, they're like doing this. Hello, pretty. And like the one dude like just has like a Morning Star mace. He's like swinging around.
Why does no one have guns in Gotham?
I know.
Why don't they shoot these people? I hate everything about that. And I really hate the hockey goons. Why can't they just be goons? Why can't they just be like thugs or something, you know?
Yeah.
Why can't they just be guys? Why do they gotta have these stupid costumes?
And
One
then-
guy's wearing a skull on his crotch.
Yes.
What's the deal? Why does...
And Arnold even has his own prostitute.
Yeah.
An ice princess
But
prostitute.
he doesn't like her.
But he doesn't like her. He just keeps her around.
My warmth is for my wife. Dude, this movie's so bad. And interestingly enough, the plans in Batman Forever, everything makes sense. It's I wouldn't go as far as to say clever, but everything makes sense.
Everything is cohesive for sure.
Nothing in this movie makes sense. Nothing. Why does Poison Ivy's plant eat her?
Why is first off, Mr. Freeze doesn't go to Bruce for funding like he should have, and he has the cure in his arm the entire movie. The entire movie, he has the 2 vials.
I don't understand.
Good enough to cure Alfred.
Well, she's stage 4, Chris.
Oh, you're right. He's stage 1.
Why didn't you just ask? You're right. Like, why not just say, hey?
Ivy even asked, and she's like from the Amazon.
She's like, why don't you just ask for funding? It's not like your plan is to kill everybody like hers. He'll just be like, yeah, sure. This is a good idea. Let's research this.
He really just aped Two-Face and Riddler. Because she is Riddler and he's Two-Face.
Yeah. Except much worse, somehow. Uma Thurman makes me so uncomfortable.
And then Bane.
Oh, and Bane is so stupid.
They made a mockery of Bane. Like, the only Bane that I like is Nolan's Bane.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care for the Luchador Bane. I think it's the stupidest thing, actually.
I guess we just don't like Bane. Because I'm pretty sure that Nolan's Bane is like technically an awful portrayal of Bane.
Apparently. I don't care.
If that's an awful portrayal of Bane and this is a good one, then I don't like Bane. And Bane shouldn't be in movies.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
But he doesn't like talk. They turned him into a Frankenstein. Monkey work.
Monkey work.
Bomb. Bomb.
It's over and over. He plants like 6 bombs. Just says the word bomb.
And yeah, you have to watch and listen to him the entire time.
Well, Chris, you got to know the bombs are there.
You're right.
6 of them.
And the bombs look like ice picks.
Of course they do. Bomb. This movie's awful.
It's a terrible, terrible movie.
I was really hoping for another Batman Returns, Batman Forever. Everyone told us they were bad. I was really hoping for another revelation, but this movie sucks. Don't watch it. Don't pay to watch it. This is George Clooney's shame. His shameful moment. After this, Chris O'Donnell never left his house again. Uma Thurman quit acting. This is a pretty horrible movie. Arnold became the governor of California.
Was he the governor at this time?
Dude, I gotta look it up. This movie came out in 99.
Yeah. Oh, 97. So no, he wasn't.
When was he?
He was definitely like governor during like early 2000s.
I think you're right.
Like 2000 might be like the year.
Whoa.
What?
He's still go. It says he's governor in 2019. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That was just a lie. 2003 to 2011.
Okay.
I mean, 6 years though. Took him 6 years. And he probably
got so
campaigned
famous from
for a
this
full
movie.
year before that. So like 5 years.
People were like, "Yeah, I want Mr. Freeze as my governor."
Dude, he was trying to cool the earth. Wasn't
Yeah.
that part of his thing? It was like global warming was a big part of his campaign.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Ice Age.
Dude. Dude. It's all coming together. This was part of his plan.
You're right.
Arnold's a genius. You know, he is a 2-time Olympic decathlon medalist.
Yeah. I like how bad the effects were in this movie. Because every time someone was flying or jumping, you could tell they were on strings, doing the most stiff positions, like T-posing in the air.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, this movie's unenjoyable. Don't watch it.
But I have some good / bad news for you. This wasn't going to be the last one. They had another one in the works.
With George Clooney?
George Clooney in mind.
And who else?
Everyone else.
What about villains?
Oh, Nick Cage. So I'll tell you. Batman Unchained was going to be the next movie During the filming of Batman and Robin, Warner Bros. Was impressed with the dailies, prompting them to immediately hire Joel Schumacher to reprise his directing duties for a third film.
No.
And they wrote the script for the fifth Batman film. A projected mid-1999 release date was announced. Los Angeles Times described their film as continuing in the same vein, with multiple villains and more silliness. Schumacher, however, later claimed that the film would be more darker and closer toned to the first two films in the series. Titled Batman Unchained, but often incorrectly referred to as Batman Triumphant. The script had... So this is funny, because this is just the Arkham Asylum game. The script had the Scarecrow as the main villain, and the Joker would return as a hallucination in Batman's mind caused by the Scarecrow's fear toxin. Harley Quinn appeared as a supporting character, written as the Joker's daughter trying to kill Batman to avenge her father's death. The film would have depicted the Scarecrow and Harley Quinn teaming up to drive Batman insane and have him committed to Arkham Asylum. After their defeat, the film would have ended with Bruce Wayne traveling to Bali and entering a cave where he allows himself to be swarmed by bats to symbolize that he has conquered fear. Clooney, O'Donnell, and Silverstone were set to reprise their roles as Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. Schumacher has also approached Nicolas Cage for the role as Scarecrow.
Actually, he would be a really good Scarecrow, personally.
And this would have happened if he was actually supposed to make a cameo in Batman Robin, but he was casted in Coolio.
Wow. You know, I actually don't think that movie sounds horrible. Sounds better than this movie.
It does sound
but I
more
know they would have
cohesive.
handled it horribly. So
I can't believe they wanted more.
how could Warner Brothers see this and think, yeah, that's a good thing. That'll get us money. Like, we could do something better than that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I hate their ice suits.
They're so bad. I hate the silver.
Silver is a terrible, terrible idea. You might as well have gone with gold.
It's horrible.
Or bronze. It just made their nipples look harder. I don't know.
Although, bat nipples, they made an appearance in Batman Forever.
Yeah, they did.
No one lied to me. George Clooney isn't responsible for these bat nipples.
No, but...
It's a Joel thing. It's just Joel Schumacher was into the bat nipple.
But yeah, he started giving bat nipples to everybody.
Everybody had bat nipples.
Even Mr. Freeze had some sort of holes that made it look like areolas or something.
That makes sense. We're going to get demonetized because you said areola.
Is that...
They demonetize you for anything now.
I guess so. Even with Batgirl, her bat nipples were showing over where the bra would be, but that was the bat symbol.
They're yeah,
they're half.
Dude,
I hate this movie.
I honestly don't have anything to say.
Dude, what's up with everyone's butts? They show Batman's butt over and over again, and it's the most...
They show it so much.
It's the most awkward thing. I would rather see a bare butt, Clooney's bare butt.
I know.
Rather than constantly seeing this bat suit butt.
I agree.
And his head looks huge.
There's that one scene where it literally looks like it's photoshopped onto his body.
Terrible. It looked like a cartoon.
It's
he looked like a little boy with a man's head.
It's bizarre. It's when he catches Arnold on top of the roof.
Yeah, when he dives into his car and then it just cuts to him being on the ground.
Yeah, they didn't feel like filming that altercation, so...
Or filming Robin and Batgirl get out of that situation on the bridge.
Oh, yeah. They just kind of...
They're hanging there, and then they're like, oh, we're in the house.
It's fine. Yeah, dude, this is easily the worst.
So, out of the four, I think our lists are the same.
Batman Robin, Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever.
Yeah. That is the definitive list that you all have to follow.
You all must. Wow. Let us know below if you guys liked this movie. Tell us what redeems this movie Or if there's nothing that redeems us, just tell us your least favorite part. We'll like it. We'll enjoy it. And honestly, this is it. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
I hated this.
It was a bad watch.
Let's just close out. I hate this.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I'm angry.
If you guys want to support us, go to patreon.com/Futon Talks. Give us $1, $2, $5, $10. Join the ranks with Cody, Emmett, and John. Please. We would really appreciate it. And if you are tight on cash, like most of us are, head over to YouTube. Not /Futon Talks. Just look us up. And subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends. Let us know what you think. And we'll catch you on the next one. Love you, bye.